for me, this is where I genuinely feel happy. I haven't necessarily seen myself anywhere else, and this is where I want to be.
Well, Tails, 4 years since you first joined, about 1,294 loans, I think you said, since in that time, another 3 years now. Are you happy to be continuing your journey with Bristol City?
Very much so. Absolutely delighted and chuffed to get this over the line finally. But like you said, I've been on a significant amount of loans, and it's good to actually still be part of this club and part of the club going forward.
Of course, you joked on Twitter about you're the loan spells that you've had, but they've all been key for you, haven't they? You think you recognise that they've helped you become the player that you are today.
Definitely, I think not only from a football point of view, also from a human point of view, you learn a lot about yourself during those times as well. Not always been easy, but obviously very, very grateful to each and every club and every person that I've come across and every experience, because it teaches you a lot about yourself more than anything else.
And now you're a regular in the first team. How massive is that for you to be playing so regularly?
It is massive, and this is where I've always wanted to be. So over the past few years, I've always had that in mind. I've always worked hard to come back to Bristol City, and everyone knows how big this club is and what it means to me as well. So I'm absolutely delighted to be sitting here today and getting this over the line, and looking forward to the next few years with this big club.
Are you enjoying your football? Would you go as far as to say that perhaps you're playing some of your best football at the moment?
Definitely, definitely enjoying it. And yeah, I think I've learnt a lot over the past few years, especially last year was probably a really good intro into the Championship. Although I played quite a significant amount of games, it was good to actually get in the mix of things and kind of have a feel for it. And I come back this year even more confident, I'd say, in myself, and I need to believe in myself and go out there and show it every weekend. But it's definitely some of the best football I've played, but hopefully there's a lot more to come.
What was key to signing and staying on here at Bristol City?
I think how big the club is. We all know where this club's going. It's only going up, and the stableness of the club, obviously with amazing owners, a very good CEO and a really good young manager who's come in and has been absolutely fantastic since. So there's a lot of factors, but for me, this is where I genuinely feel happy. I haven't necessarily seen myself anywhere else, and this is where I want to be. So we've got an exciting few years coming at this club. We're all pushing for that goal, which is promotion, but we've got a new training ground that's on its way. Hopefully we can get the fans back in, and it makes that experience at Ashton Gate a little bit better. But it's definitely everything about this club that's going in the right direction, and me feeling genuinely happy.
Great stuff. Because you're the third contract announcement this week, following Zach Vyner and Max O'Leary, confirmed earlier this week. It says a lot about the club's philosophy and the management's belief in its younger players, doesn't it?
Of course, and obviously Max and Zach, two very good young players as well. We're all at similar ages, similar stages in our career, and I probably think it's the same for them. They see themselves here, and they see themselves at this club and kicking on with this club. And like you said, it is fantastic to see a club and a manager that are willing to push young players through. Although I wasn't through the academy like they were, I joined the club at a young age, and I've kind of developed my later years here. But yeah, it's brilliant, and it's actually a really good boost for us, having the club show that confidence in younger players. Just goes to show for any of the boys that are in the academy that it is achievable, and the club are willing to push young players through.
And you talked about how this club is on the up, is looking forward. What do you hope to achieve over the next sort of 3 years or so?
From a personal point of view, I'd say just help this team as much as possible in achieving its goal. I'd want to play as many games as I can, and that's why I'm signing a new deal and committing to the club, because this is where I want to be playing my football. So as many games as possible, but there's a bigger goal. There's a team goal here, which is to go and achieve promotion to the Premier League. We're building a club here that bit by bit is getting ready for it, and it would be amazing to be part of that team, part of that squad that makes history for this club and goes on to achieve it.